Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Toon Kind at 12 frames per second. I am Authenticity. Today, I'll be playing the TikTok Dragon. I am joined by my wonderful partner, fantastic partner, beautiful partner.
Alright, let's stop there before we get out of hand. Hi, I'm Magic. um, I
Wait,
definitely have words. Um,
who are you playing today? Who are you playing today, Magic?
um, who I play every day, my darling beloved. It's Seeker.
This is turned down for SKT. You know this. Before the recording, we were like, these two are the polar opposite of a couple. We should turn down the couple shit. And then we didn't.
Then we
So what's... Oh,
hmm?
so what's Seeker doing today, beloved?
Today Seeker is going off to visit TOC. There's a lovely conversation that he had with Marigold, where he was just like, I should apologize because I was not great last time, and I am better now. I've had a little bit of character development. I should go do that.
Man, I have some character development now. I better use it.
I better use it before I'm out of character development spoons. But I don't think he bought anything like terribly fancy. Um, he was more like looking at like a gift basket, and it's just like, what the fuck do I buy that would like the chicken would like? Because like, what do you buy in order to impress a chicken? Um, I think, hmm, should have thought about this more. I think, he's gotten like maybe a small collection of like different sorts of like seeds. Maybe not like strictly even though it's like sort of heading into the winter months, he's got a small collection of seeds, uh, that TOC can use at will. Maybe like a bulb or two. Uh, some like actual flowers. Um, dun, dun, dun. And also just like sort of gift food.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Chocolates and drinks.
chocolates. Freshly baked bread.
Hmm.
Maybe some fruit. Uh, there's a joke dog treat put in there as well.
Oh, that's great for Nebula.
Sorry.
You you gonna be okay over there?
I'm sorry. I was just like, oh yes, Juniper's dog. Get joke dog toy. You instantly, yes, for Nebula. Oh.
I'm sorry, TOCK instinct was like fullium. Fullium.
And wiggle. But
We love
he's
you, Arrows.
love you, arrows. If you're listening, at some point in the future.
Alright, well. As you make your approach to Juniper's house, does he go up and knock on the door?
He does. He does spend like maybe like a minute or two, kind of standing in front of the door, like, should I not?
You roll your perception?
Roll a
Oh,
perception. A perception. My
and
best stat.
also, could you also finish your thought? Because I'm pretty sure I cut you off there. I apologize.
It's okay. He's like standing out there for a minute because like he kind of fucked things up last time, like very badly. Uh, he's content aware enough to know that like it wasn't great. Um, is just a little nervous, but also very much can play it off. But also still nervous. That is a 5. We're doing great today, lads.
Great. So I think we cut to the roof of Juniper's house where TOC is loudly breaking pottery. Like they have a stack of like old unusable pottery, like gardening pots, and they are just like taking one, throwing it in the air, and then slamming it into the roof with their pitchfork, like Thor's hammer style. And it's making a great deal of racket. So I'm going to roll my own perception check to see if they hear his knock. Okay,
knock, 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 knock.
Why do I ever try with this chicken? This chicken is so fucking broken in the perception. Hey Jade, if you're listening to this, fuck you, affectionate. For those of you that don't know, Jade was the one who gave me the lens of the eagle, which on top of TOC's proficiency in perception, has given them a +10.
How does it
And
give
that's
them
why
a +10?
they are really good at perception, and then they have proficiency in it, plus another 3.
Huh.
From the lens of the eagle.
Huh.
Okay. I have forgotten how to use Avery.
Exclamation point, R, and then your number.
Oh, alright, 15. So I think TOC successfully hears the knock, and they sigh because they're not super duper a fan of company right now. They were in the zone, and they stomp downstairs because with the amount of people in the house right now, they are they're definitely the only person who's going to hear that knock. So I think like you stand out there for a good, 15 seconds or so, and you're like, maybe this isn't a good idea. And then the door kind of swings abruptly open, and there's a very done-looking chicken standing on the stoop.
Does the door open inwards or outwards?
It opens inwards.
Okay.
Actually, let me think about, because there's fire safety laws, and I can't remember suddenly which way is which.
Quick, we need to contact Chad. They'll know.
I'm pretty sure they open inwards so that things that fall against it can't trap people inside. I'm pretty sure it opens inwards.
Okay.
Also,
Criminal? Criminal? My son? My son? Criminal? Criminal? My son? My son?
all right. One of the wonderful things about this is that this is a sequel to an FPS we did before we were dating, before you met our cat. And I think it's just a wonderful point of highlighting, first of all, how fucking long it's been since these two talked.
Yeah. It's been a while.
But yes, Seeker, before you appears a chicken, what do you do?
I think he gives a big smile. And it's just like, hi, TC. It's been a while, hasn't it? Very casual, like.
Can you roll an insight on the chicken?
Okay, let me put
As
that
I
down.
roll a d2 to find out what you're going to be intuiting. Okay.
Hindsight isn't too bad. Okay. 12.
All right. TUC steps forward, and for a second you think that they are about to fucking kick your ass, and then they pull a notebook out of their hammer space, and they write, or they probably flip to a past page and show you some of their own handwriting that says, "May I give you a hug?"
Sure?
They flutter up, and your head is now enveloped in a soft chicken hug.
I'm. He's still surprised by this. But does kind of hold them back and do like a pat.
Mm-hmm. They're small, but very strong and fluffy. It's a good hug.
He kind of like presses his forehead against them.
Mm.
Son, that's my son.
Do not encourage him.
Yes.
Come here, baby.
Scream.
No, no crying.
Scream.
There shall be no screaming.
Do it, Leo. Scream. Yell.
No.
Cry out to the universe. Sorry.
All right.
I miss
Oh, shit.
him.
If all goes well, you're going to see the cat very soon.
I know.
Sing us the song of your people. No, don't let him.
Do it, Leo. Do it.
Are you a good baby? No, you're not. You are a little criminal. Now settle down. You're okay. My cat is now being held like a baby.
Scream, Leo. Scream.
Good baby. Okay. But yes, you're being hugged.
Seeker is just like hugging with like one hand arm and like holding the gift basket with the other still.
Mm-hmm.
He has not
Say again?
he has not put it down. He has not done anything with it. He is just holding it. It's just like, well, this is a thing.
Mm. I think they pull back and go. They write in their notebook, come up to the roof. There's more space to talk up there.
Oh boy, roof time. He kind of adjusts them so they're now being held under his arm.
This is fine.
Like a fucking sack of potatoes. And it's just like, all right, where's the roof?
They squeeze themselves out from his arms
Oi!
and lead him through the house.
Okay, do you want me to put this anywhere?
What is it?
Well, I thought an apology gift would be nice. I was kind of an asshole.
Oh boy. Their expression softens quite a bit. And they're just, thank you for that. I'll put it in the kitchen for now.
Yeah, okay. And he
Mm.
carefully goes and like puts it over in the kitchen and like
Mm.
takes a second to adjust it to like make it look kind of nice. And just kind of like he nods to himself like, yeah, that's good interior design.
Oh.
Before going to go follow them.
Yeah, TOC does seem excited by what they can see of it. They're just like, seeds? Seeds? You got me seeds? But they will rein in their excitement for now. Has Seeker been to the rooftop garden before?
I don't think Seeker's been in the apartment before.
It is very crowded. You probably
Wait,
passed.
Seeker was in the apartment. Because I was there for the fucking, fusion. Yes, thank you, Katie.
Oh, that's right.
Listen, I don't have good memory.
Hmm.
Give.
I mean, it's in that case, it's the same area as usual. Probably with more signs of clutter because there's more people around. But they lead you up to the garden, which is in the process of being winterized, and um, TUC slides over a crate for you to sit on as they very quickly and cartoonishly sweep up the pottery shards. Hey, Seeker, there's a lot of pottery shards in the middle of this roof.
I think he kind of looks at it, looks at the seat, looks at it, thinks to
TUC.
himself. Because, like, should he do the good thing and offer to help TOC? Or should he do the neutral thing of lay on the box and just watch them? The chaotic and or evil thing would be to break more pots. Which is not an option for him right now.
Great. I'm so glad that he's considering every available option. I will say TUC does look much toonier. It's been a while, and you would be able to tell that this chicken looks um less like a real kind bird and more like just a diminutive toon chicken.
I think he doesn't question that because, like, yeah, character development. It's been a while. Of course they look more toon.
Fair.
I think he sighs as he settles in, like, yeah, I should do the good option. It's just, TC, do you need any help with that?
They look over like from underneath a massive pile of shards that they apparently dealing with no problem and go, oh, you can if you want to press to digitate the littler shards so that no one gets cut, that would be useful.
Yeah, sure. And he kind of, like, waltzes over to, like, go clean up those shards.
Mhm.
And I think he's just, like, kind of humming, cause, I wiggle.
Mhm.
Kind of humming while, like, sweeping them up into, like, a little dustpan. Where he got
Mhm.
the dustpan, I have no fucking idea. Um,
TUC would have one. They do this a lot.
yeah, that's fair. Um,
Mhm. I think at last TUC comes over and sort of sits with him and waits for him to settle.
hmm. I think he instantly, like, lounges, on the
Mhm.
fucking box. He just fucking lays down on it.
I think that TUC, sort of settles in front of him and they go, I owe you an apology.
Me an apology? I thought I owed you an apology.
Maybe. I pushed you past your limits. I didn't respect your agency, your privacy, or your status as an adult. I was blinded by my own fear, and I hurt you as a result. I pushed you away, which is both counter to what I was trying to do and a great loss on my part. I am sorry. I will be better.
I think Seeker is just giving me stare.
TFC waits. They don't seem expectant. They're just sort of like, yes, digesting time.
Okay. Sorry, that was me. I have thoughts in my head. Um, I think he kind of like stares for a moment. And it's just I do agree with you on some of those points, but I'm very sorry for how I acted. It I don't think I should have left that conversation when I did, especially in the state that you were in. You know, it. mm, I'm also sorry for avoiding you. That wasn't. He like he's doing like a gesture right now. Cause like
TFC sort of gives him a look. Like, it's not like necessarily reproachful, but it is like, yes, you did fuck up. They agree.
yeah,
Mm.
I didn't act very mature about that.
Thank you for your apology. I accept it. If you will accept mine. Leo.
Baby crimes.
No!
Crimes.
Stop intruding on.
Crimes for my son.
You're going to have to deal with him when you get here.
Good.
Alright. Back to the angst.
Okay, back to the angst. I think like he looks and like kind of like looks away for a moment. It's just yeah, I'll accept your apology.
Thank you.
I'm not good with hard conversations. God damn it. Just kind of face bonks into the crate.
You hear them kind of chuckle. I think they sort of sit back and they go, well, the professor's told me some of what you've gotten up to.
Oh, fucking of course. He like bonks his head again.
Did you know that I was friends with the professor now?
No, but I'm not surprised noting you two.
They grin a little bit evilly.
You're both old and get way too attached to people.
True. At least I'm not in denial.
Denial?
The professor is very deep in denial.
Huh.
I love him to bits. I trust him with my life, but my God.
I think it's one of those things where you don't point it out to him and he'll figure it out on his own, you know?
I expect so. In the meanwhile, it's very amusing.
It is kind of fun to watch. Um,
It's in the last few days, do you know what fusion is?
I was there when you
That's true, excuse me. Well, the professor and I fused.
uh-huh.
Mm. And the way that we unfused, the key difference that we exploited in order to differentiate ourselves is that he thought I was a family them, and he was not.
I think Seeker looks, opens his mouth, closes it thoughtfully, opens it again, closes it. It's just,
I know, right?
there are multiple things I could be pointing out here. I don't know if I could share some of them with you though, because it was private stuff.
Mm. Well, I don't want any of his secrets.
That is entirely fair.
Mm.
But also that is very categorically wrong. Um, on many
It's
levels.
very categorically wrong. We're co-parents. We have a month.
Co-parents.
Yes,
Ooh.
they do not elaborate. We have a
No, no, no,
monthly
no.
co.
Wait a minute.
It's they're just like, oh, I prefer not to count my children. I'm going to forget at least one, and I'll feel bad. But it's
He's a
him.
co-parent for all of them.
Well, we all sort of try to look out for all of the children in our sort of coven, I suppose. It's me,
Oh,
him,
oh, your
Scribbles,
meetings. Oh yes,
Nebula.
no, no, no. I know about your meetings.
That was quite a reaction.
No, no, no. I'm wondering who are you co-parenting?
Again, I this is not a comprehensive list. But there's Mac, there's Marigold, there's Cass, there's I suppose Cass's daughter. And their I suppose partner, their co-parent. Um, I'm not quite sure exactly what the deal is. Cassie, not Cass. And they sort of list a few other people.
I'd like to
And they
roll
just
an insight, please.
sure.
I'm sorry I'm pushing this, but also it's just um,
Let me see. Oh,
You don't have to. Okay, beloved, just to preface, you don't have to give me everything. Like, you don't have to spill the fucking beans. But just, like, tell me their mental state right now.
I mean, I think their mental state is sort of decompressing. Like that was something they had been gearing up to for a number of months, and they're sort of taking this time to enjoy his company and, sort of reach an equilibrium. Um, in terms of what he might be looking for, however, um, I mean, what people could TUC and the professor possibly have in common?
Oh my god, are you co-parenting Lorem?
Among many.
No, 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 Lorem? Lorem?
Yes, and he's in hot water, by the way.
Lorem? Lorem Quia Parrot. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be a disaster.
Oh, really?
Probably, most definitely.
How
But
so?
who involved? I have no goddamn idea. Probably everybody.
Hmm. There's a few people that the professor and I need to interface with. Um, and the most efficient way to do that, rather than um relying on you all to tell us things, all four of us things, it's much easier to just sort of get together as a group.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know Lorem has uh, like a boyfriend now, right?
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh, that response was spicy.
I did not find out through Lorem. I found out through the professor.
Ooh, that is spicy. Ooh, tell me how that goes, please.
I will not be doing that.
Please,
However,
please, 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 please. I need to know.
I will leave Lorem to tell you whatever he will. Although, given his track record, I wouldn't hold my breath.
I think I think Seeker like grins like I know how to get him to talk.
TUC looks on joylessly.
Do be careful with Sammy though. If you do go try to intimidate Laura's boyfriend.
Mm.
So Sammy's a nice kid. I wouldn't say well, he is younger than me, but you know what I mean.
Mm. I will.
He's really nice if you know Seeker kind of like gestures if a bit sort of what's the word for it bit of a dumbass sometime.
It sounds as if you have some familiarity with him.
Oh, a lot.
Mm.
I met Sammy before I met Law, um, and
Oh, this must be part of that group with what's his name? Curry Boy.
yeah, uh, you know, Arada has been complaining that I haven't been calling him Protagonist Boy, because that's my nickname for Law, because it was convenient and fitting at the time,
Mm. Well,
but like Sammy's very sweet. Don't be too hard on him. It isn't necessarily that like he gets discouraged easily, but I do think disappointment won't treat him well.
mm-hmm. Noted. Do you mean disapproval?
Yes, both actually.
Fair. I will be as gentle as a lamb.
I highly doubt that.
I can be sensitive and caring when I wish.
Seeker squints.
You
Can you?
just never get to see that because you are also a bitch.
Oh, rude.
They nod like, yeah.
Why not deserving of love and affection?
Oh, you are. You just never take any.
He squints.
TFC meets his gaze like, yeah, motherfucker, I said it.
I'm going to tastefully not say anything here.
Fair. I I do have a question though,
Yeah.
if you don't mind switching gears. A more serious one.
No, no, I'm very, very bad at serious conversation.
Mm. The professor has been helping me find my girl. In
Mhm.
fact, had contact with her um before I had really begun looking, if you want to be technical. Um it seems that her timeline and mine have not followed the same paths, and that I have no way of knowing where she is and what she's doing and where she's been, but well, that's not quite true. The professor thinks he knows where she is.
Mhm.
Things are not such that I can go find her, but I do have a question. a series of questions.
Yes.
And I won't ask you for your honesty because I know you would take that seriously. And I fear you will not want to answer these questions.
Okay.
D, did you ever spend any time in your youth in a place called the Bog of Bewilderment?
uh, Seeker doesn't say anything for a moment. And then, I don't think so. Why?
My girl had a friend that she treasured more than anyone else. Even I think us, me, my sisters, the ones that she took care of. A,
Seeker in my brain just went, argumentatively false, but go on.
a little satyr child.
Mhm.
I remember this boy as well as I remember her. Sweet, creative, adventurous, with a large heart and a larger mind. He would sit in the enclosure with us and practice his stories, especially ones about her, what she'd do, the people that she could possibly be as she grew older.
Mhm.
I treasured this boy as much as I treasured her, but I had not thought of him because I remembered his mother, who was, in my recollection, fearsome, powerful. I thought that she would take care of him, that she would be fine. They would both be fine, and he would grow up happy.
Mhm.
I I met his mother recently. I knew her by a scar that I left on her wrist.
Mhm.
She was looking for her son here in Toontown. And I think perhaps we were both coming to the realization that he had had a much more complicated life and a much more complex story than either of us had anticipated for him.
Mhm. He's still just like kind of nodding along.
My question to you, Seeker, if I if I sat in front of Kid in this moment and I asked him what I could do to help, how I could be his family in a way that he needed, in a way that would help him, what do you think he would say?
Hmm. Oh boy, I need a second to think of how to properly word this response.
Mm,
right now he's sort of like, I think he's kind of like sitting on this box, kind of like debating internally. Like you can see the sort of like gears go in his head. He's he's definitely thinking hard about this.
Mm.
Maybe not directly getting what you're trying to imply, but definitely
Can
thinking.
you roll me an insight check?
Huh?
Can you roll me an insight check?
Okay. Hold on. I'm messing around with Silly Putty. Give me a second. That's the wrong button. That's a dirty 20.
Hey, Seeker.
Mhm.
Hey, Seeker.
Yeah.
This is a little bit out there, but they might have recognized you, man.
Okay. Okay. He can work with this. Everything's fine. He can work with this.
Furthermore, they may be couching a question that they want to ask you in terms that they are hoping you will be comfortable with.
Oh boy. Okay. I might need a second for this response.
I hug. Actually, I am out of water. Do you want to take a very quick break? To take some time to get your noodle around it, and also for me to get some more hydrogen monoxide.
Okay, real quick. Say the exact question phrasing again.
Oof.
Like, it was like, if kid was in front of me right now, how can I help them and be family to them, right?
Yeah. How can I be there for him? How could I be his family in a way that he needed?
Okay.
And again, with the dirty 20, hey, Seeker buddy, they might be asking you that in a way that gives you plausible dinosaurs.
Yep, plausible dinosaurs. Okay, I can do this. Yeah, I'll take that quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna write
Mhm.
something down, and we're gonna fucking go.
I'm gonna pause my recording. Here we go.
Yahoo! Hi, I'm back, and I've thought of an answer. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this answer without stuttering, but I have an answer. I should move my mic down a bit more. Hello. I think um after a moment, Seeker looks and goes, hypothetically, if I were a kid, again hypothetically, I
Hypothetically.
I would not consider myself in need of any sort of intensive care. Yes, I'm no longer an innocent child like I once was, but no one is after a certain period of time. It's not that the luster of the world fades, it's more of like you see the gritty details. You see the sand beneath between the polish. Um, Sorry, I got distracted by movement, and it's a fucking stink bug. Um,
Do you want to go take care of that, or are you good?
nah, I'll just let it there. It's fine. I'll take care of
I
it later. Um,
Is that the same stink bug?
no, they're fucking 4 separate ones.
I hold.
I don't know where they come from. Um, Probably my walls. Noting my luck. Uh, Back on
I
track.
can't do that.
Um, I I can't always rely on my mother. Um, but I do have support that I can fall back on if needed. That is nice to know, but I don't consider myself in intensive need of it, if that makes sense. Um, but I personally, again, this is hypothetical.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. But I've seen horrors and tragedies beyond your wildest fucking dreams, but I've also lived and learned and played and frolicked. Maybe outside of my mother's protection, yes, but as myself, you know?
I
And
think I do.
I've lived and learned and seen some of the most beautiful things this world has to offer, as well as the ugly things, the death, the tragedy. I've I've buried many of my friends, uh, betrayed by a few, but I cherish every story I've been able to be a part of. Every single story. The laughter, the tears, the joy. I've I love them. That's what I see in the world whenever I think about it. It I've I've become my own person, and I really think kids would like to be treated a bit more than just some innocent civilian just waiting to be damseled. You know?
I do.
Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question. I'm sorry.
It does to a great extent, but I think you've talked a lot about what kid wouldn't need, but not so much about what kid would need. What what could I do to what could I do to be there to make kids' story better?
I think he pauses for a moment and just kind of like mm, purses his lips, and it's just okay. Don't freak out about the wording because it's going to sound a lot worse than it actually is. Do you know what it means to be narratively dead for my religion?
This is the part where I roll a religion check for TOC. Hey, remember how excited you were about that their perception check? Well, guess fucking what? All right, that would be a exclamation part R D20 minus 1. 15, okay. What do they know with the 15?
Okay.
I'm
I'd say
pretty
you
good
know
for this
quite.
chicken.
Yeah, you have been to the Metas narrative before. Maybe you picked up a pamphlet on the way out by accident or something. Or by purpose. Who knows? Um,
Hmm.
I can still have Seeker probably explain it if you really want me to, but being narratively dead isn't like being traditionally dead. You know, like when you usually think of death like that, you think of someone lying in the ground or maybe in a body pit, or maybe shoved out to sea because like they're not like alive anymore, right?
Right.
Narratively dead isn't quite like that. What it means by narratively dead is it's more like not being in the spotlight anymore. Because yes, everyone's the protagonist of their own stories, but there's also some points that are downtime that get turned into backstory events that you don't really see, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like in sequel movies where they're just like, "Oh my god, where have you been?" They're just like, "I've been raising squirrels." Um sorry. Uh, but you don't see that because that's off screen. That's not a part of the main story, right?
Right.
But in the case of Narratively Dead, like most of the time they're still alive, just not doing much that is productive narratively.
Mm-hmm.
This is a religion about like stories. And I'm wiggling because I'm trying to think of prep words for this because I really hope I'm explaining this correctly. Um,
I hug.
hug. Um, but it's not dead. More like you can view it as more of taking a break from the action.
Mm-hmm. I think TUC like sort of starts to write something and then pauses and looks at Seeker. Seeker, who has been in so much bullshit since they talked. Only part of it TUC knows. And they go, I have some inkling.
The expression you're giving me isn't very confident. Um, I think you're going to argue when I say the next bit. Um, but I've
This is your religion, and you would know more of it than I, and I am listening.
for the past while, is it like 2 something years at this point? God, it's been fucking forever. Um, I think he like checks a watch that is definitely not there. Just as for the joke and slash habit. Uh, and it's just fuck. I had words, and then I read the chat. Um,
All of you, shut up, stop being funny.
shut up. Stop being funny. Humor is banned. This is the comedy police. The joke's too
I'm not
funny.
going to I'm not going back to jail.
Okay, okay. For the past 2 years, I've considered myself to varying degrees of successfulness narratively dead. It. I, I don't want to talk about it. I can't talk about it. But there was an event that made it very, very clear that I should retire for at least a time from adventuring in the sort, and I still care very, very deeply about, you know, my religion. So I decided I wanted to go out and record some stories in real time. See how they ended. And that's worked out great for me. Uh, he says
Oh,
sarcastically. Um,
one moment.
oh,
Excuse me.
eh. Don't forget to mute my beloved. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you doing? Hello.
All right,
Are you unmuted on your recording?
forgot to mute on my recording.
Well, I guess we're using my audio.
Well, That, or everyone can hear the delight that is my little brother saying goodnight to me. Anyways,
I, I wiggle. Um, fuck, where was I?
and that's worked out great for me, he said sarcastically.
He said sarcastically, looking at TOC.
Yeah, TAC is just like, yeah. Like, they're trying to be, like, sensitive and supportive and a good listener, but they're also like, oof, that hasn't really gone the way you thought it was, would it, bud?
He
Not out
sighs.
loud. It's in their expression.
He sighs. Um, yeah.
Well,
But, sorry, go ahead.
I'm still listening.
But for those sorts of reasons, I haven't considered, if we're being real here, I haven't considered myself in need of anything. I'm not supposed to really be in need of much. Anything.
I don't think you get to be alive without needing things. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong at all, but I mean, if you want to break it down, I mean, you need food and water, sleep, you need friends, you need emotional health, you need, I don't know, self actualization. I don't think you need to be narratively alive to need things. I think you just need to be breathing.
I am breathing.
Good job.
Thank you.
But I question your logic somewhat. That the fact that you're narratively dead would mean that you didn't need things.
Well, no, I need things. I do need things like food and water and shelter and such. That's basic need stuff. But there are certain things that seem more privy to plot points that I don't need. Those aren't like necessities.
Including, hypothetically, an interfering old chicken.
Don't get me wrong, you're very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
But I don't. How do I say this? He's like, I'm imagining he like, pinched the bridge of his nose, saying that. By the way, he's turned like at least once like a rotisserie chicken. I'm imagining he's like on his back now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, sorry, small interlude to describe the physical scene.
Yeah, and TFC is like a little chicken potato shape, but also they have their wings sort of folded attentively as they listen. Like it's that you have their full attention right now.
Wonderful.
I know it's his favorite.
don't know how else to describe it. Like, I don't need it.
I
I don't mind
have,
having you around, and I don't mind being a part of your life.
but you feel it's not what I can do for you, it's what you can do for me and my story.
Yes.
I disagree, but I respect your stance. And I would not dream of changing your mind.
Seeker is just kind of staring at them because he feels like there might be more they want to say on this.
Let us. How is this for a compromise? I will come to you should my need arise, and I will respect your place in my story, whatever that may be. And in return, should you need me, don't let me be a last resort. I'm not saying that you do or will, or anything of the sort. I'm not even asking to have any role in your story greater than I already do, except that should you come across a story adjacent to yourself that might affect your safety or your well being or anything of the sort, and you might need a chicken wielding a pitchfork for all of your chicken wielding a pitchfork needs, you will be open to me participating and looking out for you and for the ones you are trying to help.
He like kind of thinks about it for a second. And it's just I can't guarantee I'll be able to take you up on that offer depending on the situation.
Will you at least consider it?
Kind of he sighs. I'll I'll consider it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm. They take a second and they sort of breathe, and um it's like a weight has lifted off their little chicken shoulders.
Seeker pats them.
They pat him back.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a feeling to go faceplant in some snow. Is there any snow up here? I want to go faceplant in it.
Uh, they have shoveled, and there is a big old snowdrift.
Wonderful. He runs over and just kind of like T poses, like face plants into it.
Hmm. I think TOC will like give him some snow time.
He needs it. Listen, you don't have to roll a fucking insight because I know it's going to be disgusting, but like this was a hard conversation for him.
Mm.
This is probably the best. Like he probably expected this conversation to go a lot worse than it did. Um,
Mm.
like a lot worse. He probably expected more fighting back from your end. Um, because that's what happened last time.
Mm. Yep. TSC is also exercising their character development. And God, is it hard.
It is. It's so fucking hard. Um, yeah. I wiggle. I hand to Seeker. He's a fully realized creation.
Yeah, I hand you a TSC. They're not, but they're doing the best.
I wiggle.
I think that they're like, how much snow time does Seeker need? Because like they will like go potter around their garden for the better part of a fucking hour before they disturb him.
I think he's like back up in like 5 minutes.
Nice. They appear to be uh tying some tarps down over some plants that they're not ready to pull up for the season yet.
Mhm. I wiggle.
Mm. I think that they just sort of like when he emerges and comes over, they start as if they've never been interrupted. They're like, the professor did give me some news of you. I hope that you don't mind.
Oh, what sort of news?
This and that. Um, we we did talk a little bit more about the incident of possession.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, and also something that happened a little bit more recently.
Okay.
Um, he mentioned a a sunshine.
Uh, Seeker instantly is just like, oh, there's a pretty sky up there. That sort of like way. It's just like, oh, I am definitely looking at something else right now. Hey TOC, I don't know if you clocked it earlier, but you're definitely clocking it now. He's got a fucking like sleeve tattoo. Uh,
Yep,
it's like, oh yeah, sunshine. That was something.
it was a thing.
It definitely was.
I am happy that it resolved itself. They also mentioned um a a Coriolis.
Uh, um, I wiggle. One note about the sleeve tattoo. At sunshine being mentioned, I think it kind of this tattoo fucking moves. And changes shape, and there was a slight blossoming of these strangely crimson red mums across the arm, uh intertwined with what is a good flower for TOC?
Dandelions.
Intertwined with some dandelions. And at the mention of Coriolis, gets sprinkled with some like water lilies.
Mm,
And it's just like, yes, hmm, yeah, Coriolis, they're very nice.
are they?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Would this Coriolis be a half giant, perhaps one of an undead variety?
Why do you ask?
Seaweed for hair, large coat, big clumpy boots.
I don't think the boots are that clumpy.
Mm. Well, it just so happened. that as they were making their way out of town, and we flash back to a few weeks ago when TFC was doing their fucking grocery shopping, and we just hear like clomp, 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 and like they fail to look both ways as they enter the sidewalk. And a very large boot comes flying out of nowhere, and they are fucking football punted across the street, and they unstick their beak from like the slats of a fence, in order just in time to look behind them and register sorry as a very large undead half giant goes sprinting out of town. And then
See,
we flash back to here.
I had a mental scene where like Seeker pushed like the side of the flashback, and it's just like okay. In my defense, in their defense, that was technically my fault.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't think the professor would know about that. I don't think we told him. Did we
What
tell
did you
him?
not tell? What did you not tell the professor?
So I can't give away all the details, but their ship is like definitely haunted, right?
Right, right.
Uh, and has some very questionable books in it. Um, one of them
Right.
happened to be cursed.
Was it?
It was. Um, and long story short, it sort of connected our heads together. Uh,
In
yeah.
what way?
We have this kind of like mind link situation where we can talk to each other sometimes. And sometimes the louder thoughts get through. And I'm pretty sure that was definitely due to me being Sunshine. Again, because
Ah,
I did not know about the mind link that was recent, and I was just like, oh my god, is there somebody in my head? That's really weird. Um, you know?
so a random person has access to your thoughts, your memories,
Well, then no, they're not a random person, and they're very sweet.
your secrets,
No, we have like a door.
a door.
I don't know how it's better explained, but yes, a door.
If you trust them, then
Listen, I think if they hurt me, they would cry. Like if they accidentally kicked me in the shin, like they would cry.
can they roll a an insight check?
Sure. What are they trying to incite?
Oh, you know. So the 26, how much does Seeker trust this person? How do they feel about Coriolis? What is Coriolis's intentions to them? Um, how safe do they feel around Coriolis? Um,
I mean, going down
etc.,
this
etc.,
list,
etc.
um, can't can't tell you Coriolis's intentions, but he thinks they're good. Um, pretty sure they're good. Like almost certain they're good. Uh, trust them quite a lot. Um, surprisingly for Seeker, um, you've had to like fight over that trust a little bit. But uh, surprising like fight to get some of that trust. But like he seems to like trust them. for some reason that he hasn't fully put in you, TOC. Um, Maybe that's the wrong wording for it, but like I'm sorry, it's like late.
I hug.
This is my usual nap time.
It is
God.
not. That's beloved. That's a lie.
What do you mean it's a lie?
I know how late you stay up.
I've only been staying up that late because like I've had time. I used to go to bed
Regardless.
like right now. Um. Okay. Um. Sorry, my brain is just like. Um. Yeah. Words. Like very much does trust you, but like probably not as easily and maybe not quite as much as they trust this Coriolis figure. Um, does not like literally does not think Coriolis could hurt him in any way, shape, or form without it being a terrible, terrible tragedy. That's not their fault. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, General impression of Seeker's thoughts to Coriolis are classified. Um, I don't think you can get that with the 26. I'm sorry. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
let's see what fucking else. But yeah,
Just basically, like, all of this is like culminating. Like, how does Seeker feel about Coriolis?
feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I think TUC notes this for later.
Wonderful.
I did have one question about Sunshine in particular.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Blink, blink. Uh, Not that you can see because he's wearing sunglasses still. I mean, I'm doing all right. Yeah.
You hold your past in. You don't give up personal history lightly.
I don't.
And that was an aspect of your past that was taken from you and shared without your consent.
I think he like kind of cringes. It's just yeah. It was. I haven't had too terribly much time to process it, unfortunately. Got got a bit caught up in other business. That has decided to hit me over the head. Funnily enough, positive, but also from backstory reasons. Um, I wiggle. I'm
Mm.
sorry, my brain is just like, yes.
So I guess we're having fun.
Yes, we're having fun. Um, but it's. I would have preferred it if they haven't hadn't seen it. You know?
Mm. Wait here, let me get something.
Okay.
And they disappear back into the house. And you were alone on the roof. Anything you would like to do while you were alone in TUC space?
I think he sits there bored for like he sits there patiently for 1 minute, gets bored, and then instantly goes like looking for flowers that like pretty sure TSE won't miss. Uh,
There are none. It's like I think it's like fucking November in Maine or in game.
I love you so goddamn much.
Listen,
Uh, is there any like? There's no flour? No flour at all?
not really. I mean, there's probably some like hardier like kale that he could try to gnaw on if he really wanted to
No, I don't think he wants to gnaw on kale.
be fucking tough kale at that time of year. Um, I mean, there's some like tools and things he could get into.
I think what TOC comes back to is Seeker trying to stack bricks like cards.
Mm, you hear a little like bop, bop from behind you.
I think he just turns to him like, "Oh, hello, TOC. Hold on." And goes to like try to precariously balance this brick on top of the pile.
TUC waits.
Just very, 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 very carefully sets it down.
Rolodex.
Okay. Is this a body based? No, this isn't a save, so I can't do that.
It's also not fucking body based in the slightest.
Hold on. I almost dropped my fuck silly putty.
No, what the silly put.
Silly putty. Okay. R 20. That's a dex. My dex is not bad. It isn't. It's a +3. And I know it seems bad in comparison to most Toonkind standards, and I rolled a 5 total. But honestly, a +3 isn't that bad. It's still a positive number. Okay, I think Seeker like puts it on top and just like leans back, nods in satisfaction, and then it all falls over, and he's just like, "Oh, damn it, fuck."
Do you turn around to see TUC?
I think after a moment he sighs and turns around.
They are holding a fucking sword.
Oh god.
Like not like to his chest or whatever. They're just holding a fucking like, and weirdly, it's not the sort of sword that TFC would normally go through.
TSC, why do you have a sword? If this is an assassination attempt, I think that should have happened before we had the heartfelt conversation. Though I understand if you want to have it be an emotional moment.
They show they flip to a previous page in their notebook and they go, if this was an assassination attempt, you would know it. No, and then they write, no, this is a rapier.
That is a rapier.
They toss
I
it to him.
oh god. Uh, he catches it. You
All right,
shouldn't be throwing swords at people.
I had faith.
Okay.
And they sort of walk leisurely over to where the pitchfork is, and they pick up the pitchfork.
You know, I'm really questioning if this is actually an assassination attempt. It seems very in character for you to be, I don't know if it's prideful or lawful enough, to insist that your opponent be equally armed when you try stabbing them.
I assure you, I am not.
Oh, wonderful.
No, this is for your own good.
Oh boy.
What we're going to do is we're going to play a fun game where we spar.
Okay.
And you are going to play the part of yourself,
Okay.
and I am going to play the part of everything that's gone wrong in, oh, let's say, the last 3 years. The secrets you weren't able to keep, the people you weren't able to save, every last thing the universe has done to you. That's what I am. And because you are a grown adult who can take care of themselves and who doesn't need me, and they give you kind of a feral smile, I am not going to hold back on you.
That is fucking terrifying.
Are you
Okay.
ready?
Probably not. But I don't think I have much of a choice at this rate.
How do you feel?
About what?
Can you roll me initiative?
Ah, fuck. Hold on. I need to search something up. You can go ahead and roll initiative.
Sure. Also, I'm pretty sure, I always forget, but I'm pretty sure TOC gets advantage on initiatives, and I never fucking remember to use it. I'm looking through my thing. Yes, Feral Instinct. Advantage on initiative. Surprise doesn't keep you from attacking if you enter rage.
Okay. Okay. Need to do initiative. Initiative. 7. God. Seeker.
Oh,
Seeker's
hang on.
not having a good day for these rolls.
Okay, 13 and a 6. I'm gonna go with the 13. So, um, TOC would like to enter rage.
Oh boy.
Or actually, I don't think they would. Instead, they're going to close the distance. Um, and they're going to make an attack with their pickaxe. Or not their pickaxe. They don't have a pickaxe. They have a pitchfork. So that would be +6.
I am just sitting here. Yeah, no, that fucking hits. I don't know what else you want me to say here. Yeah, yeah, no, that does it. You gonna attack again? Huh?
First I'm gonna roll damage.
Okay.
Take 6 damage.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yep, so they fucking I think that they close the distance faster than any chicken should be able to move, and they fucking sweep one of your legs out from under you. And god damn it, does your fucking knee hurt now?
Fuck.
And they go at perfectly even, even demeanor. They go, "How do you feel?"
I wiggle. Uh, just off kilter. What the fuck?
They laugh, and I think now they're going to take their second attack. Does a 15 hit?
Definitely.
All right. Taking a total of 10 damage.
Beloved, this is why I don't do 1v1s with Seeker.
Yep.
I think, yeah, no, that's, fucking 10 more damage. Do you have any fancy descriptions for that one, beloved?
I think we just hit him in the head.
They just fucking bonk him?
I think what they do is they hook the pitchfork over one of his horns and yank to the side so that like he gets jolted
Hmm.
into like a greenhouse.
Okay. Okay, I can work with this. Are they like this is going to be a very narrative fight, so I'm going to be
Yep.
very loose with the rules here. Um, did TLC technically throw him outside of range?
Um I'd say yes.
Okay. He is a support goat. You guys are definitely correct. I don't think TOC can, if unless you get really unlucky, my beloved, I don't think TOC can like physically roll underneath my fucking like. You'll have to get a 6 or less in order to not hit my armor class.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no. And like the worst part is like I can't even physically raise his armor class. Like I literally have the best armor I can fucking get right now.
No.
I actually got better armor than I previously had. I still can't fucking fix it.
Seeker.
It's not my fault. It's fucking D&D. I don't know what else to tell you.
Philip, it's your turn.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be griping about rules right now. I'm sorry. Okay.
I kiss your forehead.
Eh.
So yeah, hey, Seeker, you have the sneaking suspicion that the chicken might be goating you. I can say the pun again if you need.
No. I'm good. I'm just like brain yips. Um.
I love you.
Okay. 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 I got this. All right. I'm sorry. I'm just like reading the things I can do because I'm trying to remember. Um.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
I think what he does is like kind of get up out of this throw, and I did fucking look this up. Um, Jumping, in fact, my darling, is part of your movement action. Um,
Nice.
I think like his his like the next he like kind of glares at them and pushes his glasses back into place because they definitely got knocked with that last move. And it's and he's just like, TOC, you gave me this sword. And he kind of takes. I'm assuming. He can make the jump up to the greenhouse. He's got fucking mad hops. Anyway,
You got my hawks.
he got mad hops. And he like kind of lands on top of it. Like he does. I want to say he does like a backflip because he's dramatic.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. Um,
Princess Bride vibes.
Princess Five vibes. Um, and it's just you gave me this sword, but I find myself more of a distance person. I'll have you know. Um, and can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. Let's see. A saving throw, you say?
A wisdom saving throw. Yes.
All right.
All right. Wait.
17.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use this at first level. All right. I'm going to roll. Um. I'm going to roll my damage. Cause I still get damage. Um. Three. Fuck, man. All right. Um. You're going to get. I think that's 6 damage. Which is nothing compared to what you've done to Seeker at this point. Um. I
Mm-hmm.
love you so much, beloved. Bard is not a damage class. And TSC, you hear at the edges of your hearing, these small clawing whispers, and this sort of pinprick pain that comes with them.
Mm.
That is one of my things. I'm sorry, I'm being slow today with combat. Um,
You're good. We got tons of time.
yeah. I also don't have anything fancy I can think of doing.
Does he want to take any more movement?
I think he will take a bit more distance, but he is staying significantly above them if possible.
Mm-hmm. Um, I think you see TFC like take that hit and like
Oh, I
um
also want to do one more thing. I want to use my bonus action.
oh
I'm
please.
sorry. I was just like, oh yeah, I got bonus actions. Um, God, I have so much fucking shit. I'm realizing I should use these. Let's see, bonus action. I'm going to you know what? I know it says action to use this, but honestly, I think it works better if I have bonus action to use this. I think he takes off his regular sunglasses and puts on a different pair of these rose tinted glasses. Um,
Oh boy.
and he just gives a smile.
Mm, I think you see your attack hit TFC and they flinch a bit because like oof. Um and they um sort of like thump the roof with the handle of their pitchfork to sort of and let the sound clear their head. And would you say he's within 20 feet,
Probably not
including?
at this point.
Okay.
They would have to move closer.
Well, it's they have 40 feet of movement,
Mhm.
and I know that it's half movement to climb.
Mhm.
So, do you think they could use 40 feet of movement to get back in melee with Seeker?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. So, I think they flutter to chase you, and they go, "Whispers are not what I want to hear." Um, and they point the pitchfork at Seeker, and they go, "You have been violated, trodden on, worked against, and disappointed countless times over the last few months. This is not me punishing you, and it's not me taking some sadistic pleasure out of your pain. This is an opportunity to do something, to have something out of all the cosmos and all the universe to stand in front of and confront and punch." And I think they're going to, instead of taking an attack, they're going to roll persuasion to get Seeker to basically be like, "Oh, this isn't them, being weird. This is actually, I feel like punching shit. Actually, I'm really frustrated and I can confront that in some small way right now."
Mhm.
Um, what is their persuasion? Beans. I need to get their charisma back up.
I really want to do something, but like I'm cursing the wording of Dimension Door. I want to do it anyway. Um. Anyway, continue. I might do it anyway because I think it's funny.
Mm. Is there any way I could argue advantage on this?
Um.
I say before I've even rolled because.
You can roll advantage on this. I'll allow that.
Thank you. That's an 11.
That's an 11.
It's above a 10.
I'm gonna say he's not fully convinced, but willing to give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you have very interesting ways about going about this, TOC. Um, God, if that wiggle. I go search up a different spell.
Oh boy.
But I suppose very well then. Um, okay. I I wiggle. I have I have fucking ideas for some reason, and I'm just like, how do I implement these without geeking out about it? Um,
I hug.
like how do I do that? Um, I am not good at on the spot decisions. I think you know this, beloved. But like, I bounce. Um,
Mm.
let's see. Okay, okay, I can work with these. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find something that's like actually good. Why are half of these sharks? Um, sorry. I I lean against you, beloved. Hi, beloved. How you doing? How you feeling about this?
I wiggle. I'm having fun. I'm okay. So set the scene for me a little bit.
Currently they're on the roof of the greenhouse.
Right.
TOC has just challenged Seeker. And I am
Mhm.
scrolling through my options because I have thoughts, but also I don't want to cause property damage.
I mean, TUC does have an item that lets them use mending.
I know, but like
And we can just call it, law of animation there, where one moment there's the damage, and then the next the continuity guy was like, eh. And now there isn't.
okay, I wiggle. I'll save that for next turn. If it's applicable. I wiggle. Um, I think he's just alright, have it your way then. And I would like to cast a spell. I am going to I need to look up the actual thing for this spell. I'm sorry, every time I get into combat I'm like this. Literally every
Uh,
time.
I am not
Can
complaining.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure. Ooh. $27.
Damn, okay. I see how it is today.
I'm so sorry.
That's going to be. Let me do math. 16. 9 damage. I think that's how that math works. You round up.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, 1 damage.
You hear. You see TOC. You see him kind of like shrug and just like, all right, fine, we're doing this then. And hook 2 fingers into his mouth and release the sharpest whistle you have ever fucking heard. You can feel the greenhouse sort of cracking beneath your feet. Small bits of glass shards are definitely raining down onto the plants below.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still standing on the central beam across from you.
Mm-hmm. Any bonus actions?
This turn, no, but I think he is going to, how I'm imagining this roof set up, it has, like, these kind of, like, bars, across from the different plots that, like, physically one could, like, hang vines on, but also, for these purposes, people could also stand on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's, doing some jumps to put a little bit more distance between the two. Because, like, he's not gonna make this easy for you.
Mm.
He's not.
I think, as the, as your whistle, dies down, you can hear another sound underneath it. Just a very, like, a low, kind of raspy, just.
Oh, good.
um, and they are going to take an attack with with their pitchfork.
Oh god, are they gonna throw it?
They will close the distance.
Okay.
So, yep, they went and they do that. 21.
Oh, that definitely hits.
All right. Eight points of damage.
Okay.
I will say, by the way, they will stop when he is at 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
Or probably single digits grade, but they're not going to knock him unconscious. And then 18.
That still hits.
All right. Twelve points of damage.
Okay. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than I expected. I think with the last hit, you sort of, uh, knock him off of the beams. Not fully, like, down, but, definitely, like, off of the balance that you both were sort of going on. And he's just like, alright. And he, uh, picks up his rapier and tosses it to the side, and I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself.
Oh boy. What's he gonna turn into?
I don't know yet. And that's the interesting part.
You gonna roll for it?
I don't think I am. I'm just trying to pick something that isn't terribly big. Um, because like most of the higher CR rating monsters are like really fucking huge. Uh,
Mm-hmm. What's the highest CR he can use?
technically by the spell's sort of uh by the spell's
I'm
description.
sorry, Thomas in the gallery has gone. What?
I could turn into a whale.
No.
Yeah. That's a gargantuan creature size. Uh, it just says the new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's, or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. Um, I think just for the sake of theming and also I want to because fuck this. I'm going to turn into a moderate sized mammoth rather than an actual sized mammoth. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you see. Listen. Um, I know. Listen.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Everyone, everyone in like Marigold reading in her room.
We're working on
Not his
tune
creek.
logic here. We're working on tune logic. Uh, everything's fine. As long as the scene's good, it'll work. Uh, listen, I'm imagining at some point it after Seeker transforms, it cuts down to like a scene inside the apartment where Marigold is just like trying to read a book in peace and just hearing like an elephant noise in the background. Uh
Boom, boom, boom. Yep, just another day in Toontown.
just another day in Toontown. uh but in the meantime, TSC, you see you see Seeker kind of I want to say sort of do this growl. He's looking rough. You've definitely knocked him under half at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how exactly I want to describe this, but I want it to be weird. You see his structure kind of collapse and then stretch in a way that real kind sort of forms aren't typically meant to do. Uh, and kind of grow and expand. And hey, TSC, that's not Seeker anymore. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fucking mammoth.
I think TUC's cackling like increases in volume and intensity.
uh,
Um,
also he looks pissed.
Nice. All right, is it their turn?
I think that's an action, yeah? Yeah, that's an action. Yes, it is your turn.
All right. Well, on that note, first they'd like to rage.
Yeah.
They'd also, if they can,
Mhm.
um, they would like to use reckless attack and great weapons master. So that means they get advantage, um, but so do you on
Mhm.
them.
Okay.
Um, and also they take, I believe, I'm reading. Where'd great weapons master go? God damn it. Here we go. Um, I'm taking a -5 penalty to the attack roll, but if the attack hits, I can add +10 to the attack's damage.
Okay. Go ahead.
So that would be on, and they're going to attack with their pitchfork, so that would be d20 plus 1. Oh. And 11.
That doesn't hit.
All right. And 11, all right. They whiff.
Wonderful.
I like to think that, like, you block them with your tusk.
Yeah, block with tusk. And there's a dangerous gleam in these strangely goat-like eyes that this mammoth has. As I am going
Nice.
to roll to hit.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
Yep,
Let's
that's
see.
what a reckless attack is.
I don't remember how to do advantage with Avery. So, that's a 19.
A hit.
Okay, I don't have to roll the second one if I don't want to, but I'm going to anyway.
Go for the crit.
Going for the crit. Wait, shit. That's the wrong order. Hold on. I'm a professional. That's 14. I'll go with the 19, please. You get... You basically meet his tusk halfway through, and then it fucking flings you, backwards further onto the roof. Let me do the fucking damage on this.
Nice.
Okay. That's, TOC Seeker is, really fucking trying on this one, huh? Let's see, that's 4d8 plus 7? That's 22 damage.
All right.
Probably, this is piercing damage, so it might be cut in half,
Let me
because
check
of rage.
Yes.
Yeah, so you only
So-
take 11 damage.
Oh, is that all? All right, that would be bring them down to 89. I think, yes. All right. I think TUC, like, pulls themselves out of the wreckage, probably of one of their cold frames. And hey, Seeker, they look so fucking happy. They kind of like crick their neck and like in their pitchfork back up to the ready. And they're gonna close the distance again.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Nope. I will say how polymorph works is you take on. It's not like It's not like druidic changing where you can still keep your mind like mental abilities. No, you get all of the abilities of these animals, and Seeker's fucking pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Seeker currently has a 3 intelligence and an 11 wisdom, which is somehow more wisdom than he has normally. Would you like to attack him?
Yes, they would. And reckless attack and great weapons master again.
Okay.
So that would be 10. I assume that doesn't. Nat 20.
Go
So
ahead.
on a crit, they can attack again with their bonus action.
Go ahead, my beloved.
All right.
Go roll your goddamn damage.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
All right, so that would be 2d12 plus 5 plus 5.
Don't you get plus 10 because of Great Weapons Master?
Plus 10 plus 10.
Okay.
So, actually, let me reduce that. So that would be plus 30.
Okay.
I think. No, wait, hang on. So, hang on. Because I'm rolling 2 in the same moment. They get plus 3 from their pitchfork, plus another 2 for their raging per attack.
Mm-hmm.
The first one didn't hit. No. Did the first one
I
hit?
assumed they had advantage because they were doing reckless.
They do.
So,
Thank
technically,
you.
they get another hit. And maybe another one, depending on how many hits they have at this point.
Alright. I'm going to wait to roll damage until I do all of this.
Okay.
Okay. D20. Another crit!
Well.
And then a 10.
A 10 does not hit, but do you get advantage on that?
No, beloved, that was the entire thing. So I've rolled 2 attacks now.
Okay.
So there's the D20. Or there's the. This is confusing.
Okay,
Barbarians are great until you succeed at things.
Okay, you've rolled 2 crits. How many rolls do you get? How many attack actions do you get for multi-attack?
I get. Well, it's not multi-attack. It actually is it called multi-attack? But I get 2 attacks per action.
Okay, and you
So
rolled.
and then so the first one whiffed. The second one was a crit.
Well, you didn't roll
And when
advantage on the first one.
Oh, that's right.
You didn't roll advantage on the first one, so I was counting those 2 as the same roll. And
Okay.
you crit on the advantage.
Okay, I crit on the advantage, so that's the first one.
And then,
So then
the next 2 is the 16 and the second nat 20.
Okay, so I have succeeded twice.
Succeeded twice, and then this is your third roll. You have 2 on the multi-attack, so this is your third roll, so you can roll again to do another advantage.
Okay. 10. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the bonus attack. However, that's, I think, 2 crits.
I think that is 2 crits. Listen, Talus, we're having an anime moment here.
Okay, so I only double the random amount. Thank you, Talus. So first I'm going to roll 2d10.
Okay. 2d10? Oh, that's for
Or
the attack.
2d12. Actually, 2d12, and then I double that.
2d12, and then you double it.
Okay.
I mean, Seeker's not Seeker right now. Seeker's a mammoth. You have not touched me yet, and I have probably more health than you had originally.
Okay, so that's 20. I'm going to roll plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10. Oh no. Equals 20, 40, 50 damage.
I am still a mammoth.
You're still a mammoth.
I'm playing very loose with the rules right now. I am still a fucking mammoth, and you did not knock me below half HP with that.
Nice!
I think you, TOC, do you want to describe this hit?
I mean, they stood up, they kind of cracked their neck, they twirled their pitchfork a little bit to get it back in balance, and then I think they just pitchfork first into your fucking face.
Ooh, I think there's sort of a crunch and how do I describe what noise like elephants make? Because my first yeah, there is a distressed but still enraged trumpet noise.
Could they? No, I suppose they use their bonus action to try to attack. But yeah, they sure did do that.
God, they're so fucking anime. Uh,
This is very fucking anime.
I think like currently you're pitched on one of their one of their
Yes.
tusks right now, and I think I am going to go with another gore attack because this mammoth does not have multi attack, but they sure deal a lot of damage. And also note, polymorph, you can only do things, I'm pretty sure like, it's also based on things you've seen, like how, the ranger is. Not the ranger, the
Mm-hmm.
druid is. So that's fun. Plus, is it plus 10? Yeah, it's plus 10 to hit. Um,
Oh boy.
24.
A 24 would hit.
That's 40 plus, is that 10 as well?
Wait, hang on. Is it plus 10 to hit?
No, it's plus 10 to hit, plus 7 for damage. Fuck.
Well, it's R.
I'm sorry. I'm ruining the
Oh,
flow.
yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You're doing terrific.
God. That's 22 damage.
All right. TUC is having fun.
What HP is TOC down to, if I may ask?
Let me do some quick math. That would be 7. They're down to 67 points of damage.
Okay. Like, I have a moment I really want to do, and I'm wondering if I should do it sooner rather than later. Um,
Hmm. It
I
is up to you.
think I might do it sooner so this doesn't drag out too long.
Hmm. We have been here for over 2 hours.
Yeah, you're
I've
gonna
been
have
having
to
fun.
allow me to break a little bit of the rules, but
I trust you.
thank you. I smile. That would be my turn, beloved. Seeker kind of like reared his head back and like slammed you into the floor again.
All right. Well, second verse, same as the first. Reckless attack and great weapons master. So there's a 13 hit, or I mean, it's 15 because advantage.
15 does hit.
All right, and then there's a 14 hit.
A 14 does hit.
Nice. All right, so that would be exclamation point R D20. Nope, D12. 2D12. I'm on top of this. Plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10. Wait, am I doing that right? God damn it. I should be better at this.
You're good.
This is my main class. Okay. Plus 30. 45 points of damage.
45 points of damage.
45 points of damage.
45. Damn, that's a lot of damage still. Even without a
You mean
crit.
they are barbarians are good. One thing.
Hmm. If that's the case, I might let them do another hit because, like, damn. And
Another
wiggle.
hit?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
another round.
yeah. Another round of Seeker being, because like at this rate, they're just gonna fucking knock Seeker out of the polymorph anyway. A wiggle. Would that be fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Another round.
Uh, there's another very loud trumpet noise. And Marigold definitely feels the apartment shaking this I think with like how you've described the damage, there is basically a giant, large, bleeding like X symbol on top of his head. And he stumbles back. But he is going to fucking attack you again.
All right. And please remember that you have advantage.
Okay. 24.
24 will hit.
Okay. That is 48 plus 7.
33 points of damage.
Seeker slams his tusk back into you.
Oof.
You were a small chicken, and his aim is very unpredictably good.
All right. I mean,
You get crashed through like one of the bars.
man,
Very anime.
they haul themselves back onto the roof and just like, all right. Is it time for the moment, or shall they
Go
take
ahead
one more
and
attack?
more attack.
More attack. Okay. Great Weapons Master, reckless attack.
Yeah.
All right, so that is first attack.
Also, the moment would have to be on my turn.
This is an 11 hit.
An 11 does not. No.
Okay. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
All right. 16 points of damage, please.
Okay.
And a 1 on the d12. Avery.
I hug. With this hit, you kind of, do you have any special way you want to describe this, beloved?
I think that like they're basically like under under the mammoth at this point, because it's like been bearing down on them for two consecutive rounds. So I think they're just like, all right, I need some breathing room, and just like sweep the air above them with their pitchfork and knock it out of the way.
You knocking this mammoth out of the way does sort of toss Seeker while he's reverting back to being a regular goat, and he skids a bit. A bit. I wiggle. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
I think he picks himself up and breathes for a second. Fucking looks at you, TOC.
TOC weeps.
God, I'm really hoping I can do this scene properly. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited.
You got this.
TOC Seeker slowly walks at you, and you hear him start. You know, if you are supposed to represent all of the problems, all of the bad times, all of the things the worst things that have happened to me. Everything wrong in this world. Um, and as he gets a few steps closer to them, he fucking lunges. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and everything goes dark for a second, TOC. And
Oh yeah?
you hear his words, then I suggest you fall. Um, and a second later, you are with Seeker, physically, but you're not on the roof anymore. You are in the fucking air around 150 or around 500 feet above from the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And he is staring at you with like the most serious grin that you've ever seen. It's just, no, I suggest you don't try to knock me out up here. I will be your ticket back down. Uh, and both of you are free falling now.
Mm-hmm. I think they just sort of like they look around and down and they look back up at Secret and they're like, I have some constructive criticism.
What? You don't like my big moment?
Oh no, it's very dramatic.
What's your
You're
criticism then?
I mean, to be clear, like this is extremely effective. I hope that you successfully intimidate someone to the greatest extent of your ability with this. However, I and again, the most sincere kudos. But you do realize that you would also go splat.
Oh, no, I definitely wouldn't. I thought it'd be
Mm-hmm.
thematic if I let us both fall first, though.
They just sort of fold their wings and look at him like,
I think you can, like, visibly see him roll his eyes and then, like, grab you. Uh, and, uh, you feel yourself falling for maybe a minute or two more, before it's almost like a parachute effect. Um, and suddenly you're descending much slower. You're not too terribly far from the ground now, because falling speed is a bitch. Uh,
mm-hmm,
but you're falling very slower, and TOC, he has access to Featherfall.
mm-hmm. I think they just serve potato shape on his stomach.
He's just like, see,
Fair
that would have
enough.
been perfectly fine. However, falling to your doom is definitely something you should be wary of.
I again, I'm not saying it's not effective, but I'm saying try it on something without wings.
You don't have wings. See this? They're more like arms. He says, like, picking at their wing.
They bap his hand.
He baps it
They
back.
they function as both to logic.
Listen, I was trying to have a dramatic moment, and if you don't want to be a part of that, I guess I can just fucking let us both down back right now. We can have a
I
boring old tea party. Alright? Would you want that?
they they ruffle his hair with their beak.
Oi!
It's a it's a perfectly fine dramatic moment. You did a wonderful job on it. Again, the artistry, wonderful.
He grumbles. Oh, it's just wonderful, they say, and they didn't even fucking react to it. Like,
They hesitate.
Should have done it to a more appreciative audience.
I apologize. I tend not to react when I am scared because I am often scared. I have anxiety.
Oh, mood.
Mm. Furthermore, I trust you.
Well. Well.
Also, if this was going to be an assassination attempt, you should have done it before the heart to heart.
Oh, come on. I like being unpredictable with these things.
They're chuckling.
Maybe I didn't feel like killing you till that exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
God.
They're just vibing up there.
They're just vibing up there. I think they land very, very gently onto um onto, I wouldn't say something soft, but maybe like an empty plot. Um
Mm. PSA looks at the wreckage of their roof garden and they sigh and they pull out a stopwatch and they go, I don't suppose you have the mending spell, do you?
no, why?
All right. Prestidigitate what you can. And they will use the pocket watch of mending to
Seeker
do some.
very carefully picks them back up and places them back on top of his chest, and it's just like, no, not now. I've designated this relaxation time. You're not allowed to work.
They look very much like they want to fight you again. Also, they're down to less than a third health.
Yeah, get in
Like
the fucking club, buddy. Seeker looks fucking rough right now.
they sigh.
Listen, I don't want to have to heal us all up right now. Too fucking lazy for that.
And they'll be like, fine, I can bother Marigold later.
He rolls his eyes and flicks them on the forehead. For a total of hold on. For 13 healing damage.
13 healing damage.
They're getting healed for 13 HP.
Thank you. All
Yeah,
right.
you feel
Brings
better?
them up. Brings them up to a little bit less than half. HP. And they go, oh, yes. I feel the strength of my youth returning.
Don't make me bitch slap you.
I think that they just they hop up to his head and start taking bits of dirt out of his hair. Congratulations, Seeker, you are now being preened.
I think he tolerates it for a few seconds. Goes, nope, can't do that right now. Picks them up again.
They start messing with his collar.
I guess this works.
It's like you are being, if you will, mother hen.
I think, yeah, I think he just kind of sits there for a few seconds and just goes, yeah, I think that was pretty nice. Apologies, couldn't appreciate that fully.
It was very theatrical.
Thank you. I tried my best. Maybe we can do it again sometime.
I would like that.
It was kind of cathartic to beat the shit out of you.
I try. Do you want to roll an insight check?
Sure. I'll roll an insight. Any sort of rolls that you want to do right now, or?
Um,
That's a 3.
3.
Unless you want to give me advantage for whatever reason, but...
Yeah, you can give me... After that little heart-to-heart...
Fist to fist.
Fist to fist.
14.
Okay, 14. This is the most peaceful TOC has seemed to you maybe ever. Like, it's perhaps you've seen a similar emotion in a craftsman working at their craft, a storytellers, sitting and writing things down. Like, this or something very much like it is what they feel like they should be doing. And they've done it. And for a time at least, that brings them some solace, some comfort. No idea what exactly it was though with a 14.
Yeah, I think Seeker just like huffs and gives them like a pat on the head. He's just fucking chilling in this dirt pile.
Yep. I think that eventually, like, TUC will bully him inside.
Hold on.
Give him food.
I'm going to roll just a fucking... Give me 1 second. Just a flat D20. 6. By the time you go to, like, go bully him inside, he's fucking asleep.
That works. But pick him up.
He's not as lightweight as you maybe thought he could have been. But he's still pretty light.
Yeah. They just hold their son close and go to put him to sleep on the couch. And when he wakes up, his hair will be free of dirt and shit.
Yeah. I wiggle and shove Dank's things under the rug. Anyway.
Anyway.
Thank you, beloved. God, this was good, beloved.
This was an excellent FPS.
It was an excellent FPS.
Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Of course, beloved. I am so fucking hyped about that dimension door because, like, it just came to me and I'm just like, oh, that's good. I know that's not how the spell works, but also that's really good.
Beloved, that was so good. That was amazing.
Yeah. Dimension door, like, you need a willing target, which could be really funny if Seeker could convince someone to be a willing fucking target for that. Because just, like, no, not Sasha. We're not doing Sasha. We should probably end this.
Yes. Have a wonderful night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.